Hey everyone, it is me, Fashion Coder, and I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone that was a part of PulseCon 2022. It was a lot of fun. If you get a chance to go to something like that, I highly recommend it. It was really neat to actually be able to meet people in person and just like see their presence like offline and see that they're very similar to how they are online, and it was honestly such a good time. So, with that being said, I was actually able to ask Richard Hart a question. And so we're going to watch it together and then I'll talk a little bit about it.
But I think it's still net inflationary, even after you.
Richard, we're going to have the last question. The last question will come from Fashion Coder, and then we'll do a closing because I know the audience wants to engage the rest of the community. I think we've done really well with networking.
A girl! Oh my God, there's a
question
girl.
For your session.
How did she sneak in? How's it going?
Good to see you. Okay, so my question for tonight is, what is the oracle that PulseChain is going to use?
The oracle? Well, I really don't know, because I don't know of any projects that I care about that are launching when PulseChain launches. So I mean, like, all an oracle is some guy's computer quoting a price for something. It can be your computer. You can launch your own oracle. So if the Chainlink guys want to come up, well, I mean, okay, you know what? I have a better answer for you. Uniswap has price oracle functionality built into it. So you can make PulseX your price oracle for anything that's on chain, that's traded on PulseX, which is probably any PRC20 you would have put on there. Or you could even use bridged in things as well. Your other option is, if you want to bridge in data that's off chain, which, by the way, I see very little use of this. You know, what is the off-chain thing that people need oracles for? Like trading commodities, like corn futures. I don't see that happening on the blockchain. So the number of things that really need off-chain data for price oracle use, I'm not familiar with volume or popularity in those things. I guess the Bitcoin price would be one of those things. It'd be nice to have a Bitcoin price feed, but you could kind of just calculate, like, yeah, it depends on how much bridged in wrap Bitcoin there is. I mean, if the bridged in wrap Bitcoin has a relatively stable chart, you could kind of guess that that's your price oracle for what the value of Bitcoin price is. So if you want more like weird use case, weird bridged in stuff, I don't know. Go ask one of the existing Oracle guys to point one of their nodes over to the PulseChain, or just, if it's open source, do it yourself. That's the beautiful thing about open source, is you're supposed to do it yourself. So I hope that answered your question. I think knowing that PulseX can act as a price oracle is pretty neat. It even has time-weighted average price if you want to get it. It's a great question. Sounds like you're going to develop something. You developing something?
We'll
a girl with the last name Coder asked me about price oracle, guys. Sounds like she's trying to do something. It's good talking to you. She makes nice videos.
Thanks,
Pleasure. Yes.
So there we have it. I thought it was very interesting. Something that I took away from it just is that PulseX can be like the price oracle. So I think that's really cool, and that's very useful within the ecosystem itself. And I do know a couple of other projects within the PulseChain ecosystem have been talking to an oracle called Taylor, or Teller, something like that. And so that's also one to look into, because they have agreed to work with a couple of different projects. But it's actually my goal this week to maybe look into creating my own. So we'll see if it's something that's worth my time. But it was fun talking to Richard and just getting his perspective on that, because that's something that I've been wondering for a little while, as well as my dad. And so it's fun to just be able to get those questions answered. If you have any suggestions about making an oracle for PulseChain, put them in the comments below, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.